All right, I'm not going to mess with fancy voices for right now. We'll just say welcome to the Elegant Adventure Sagas. When we were last here, well, you guys dispatched a bunch of hobgoblins, clearing out that storeroom that was to the north of you. And everyone has the map, right? So I can reshare for giggles.
Yes.
All right, just making sure. So you guys remember there was a door to the east, and there was the storeroom to the north, and in that storeroom there was a door to the east. Skylar snuck around the door to the east, the door to the east, and found an altar of some sort. Didn't investigate it much. Saw two sort of curtains hanging to the south. Went through the one on the west side of the room, and was luckily not detected because there was a hobgoblin Francis, if I'm not mistaken, that he saw standing right in front. So he sort of peeked through the curtains and like, whoa, there was a dude. He rolled a stealth. He was good to go. Was able to back out of the room. Out of the corner of his eye, that he also saw a Grick is in that room as well, right? So standing between you and fame is a Grick. And in retrospect, I wish I had named it Jiminy Gricket, but I did not. So, alas.
Slick Rick.
Slicker Rick, yeah. Meanwhile, the rest of the party, while Steven was coming around that way, and then he did make himself, he rolled a good stealth, made his way back into the storeroom. So he's in the storeroom with Favia, with Nick, and with Mr. Bing. I do believe I should mention that from the storeroom, you guys found Sildar's gear. That's something that he would like return to him. And I believe, Cliff, you picked that up?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Let me double check.
All right. So if you ever run into Sildar again, you want to give him back his gear. And down in sort of the foyer, the entryway, we find Noodle going toe-to-toe with Goblin Spidery. Little Zipley just off to her left, and right below them is Karen, who's dancing with Hobgoblin Frank. Hobgoblin Frank came from that room with the Grick, so you know that at least there's two ways into that room. You don't know if there's any ways out. Steven wasn't. I'm sorry, Skylar was not there long enough to know. What I don't remember, you guys, and I should have listened, is we're at the top of the round. It leads me to believe we rolled for initiative. Or did we roll for initiative before we left?
I think we did roll for the upcoming round.
I thought I like to do that so that we don't have to remember to do that when we play. But I know I do that with my other party, but I just wanted to make sure I did it with it's
I can't remember, but
yeah, I think it's stacked pretty well. So I would say it looks like it is a thing. Yeah. See, we got Hojo. I'm just trying to see who is. Okay, so we've cleared that room. Those guys came around. All right. So this brings us to the top of the stack. It looks like Little Zippy's up first. Remember, Fabia, you have to choose if it's either you or Little Zippy who goes. Does anyone else see that Fabia is sort of fogged like a romance novel in her video? Is it just me?
Oh yeah, artfully posed.
Yeah, I'm like.
It's like she's being interviewed by Barbara Walters.
Yeah, I can see like maybe the like
thoughtful pause.
Love Awakens by Danielle Steele. Awesome. Oh wait, Fabia, are you hearing us?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Frozen.
So Favi is in a room that has no bad guys left, right?
Just their bodies. You do know, so I believe Skylar shared with you guys when he went into that room. So Bing, Favia, and Nick are all aware that there's the Grick and another hobgoblin just to the south of the altar room. Everyone on the other side of that door, that's Noodle, Zippy, and Karen, don't know that information. They're busy bottling a hobgoblin and a regular goblin.
Regular goblin.
Frick.
So So you can choose whether you control Zippy down to the south or Favia up in the storeroom.
Is Noodle damaged? I can't. The bars aren't showing up for me in the character avatars up top.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Now, let me look and see if there's a setting for that. But yeah, Noodle is super hurt.
Heavy with the damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do see it on the character on the map.
Yeah, like more than
Yeah.
half. Yeah, let me look at let's see. Mad Nomad. Animated. Nomad. Consumables. Party sheet stats. Treasure drops. It's portraits. Where's this at? Show health on portraits. Yes. Show portrait icons. Yes. I wonder if something changed, because it says you should be able to see them. Unless I go up.
I bet if you just change the value and change it back, it'll.
Do you see damage for anyone else?
I just see it for myself.
Does anyone see that, like, Bing is hurt, Karen's hurt, Noodle's hurt?
No,
No, I only see it for myself as well.
correct.
Okay, let's see.
I'm assuming I haven't taken damage because I don't even see it for myself.
No, you are.
You only have 1 hit point anyway, so.
Yeah, it does seem like that, right? Let me see here. Token. Okay, show ally health on. Hold on. All right. So are you seeing? Did that change anything?
No.
I mean, it shows cool little health bars on the side now on the map. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now you see those.
Yeah.
Would you like me to leave those on?
Yeah, it's
I like
helpful.
it.
All right, and
Can
then
you do it for the bad guys too? What? That's a bonus. I didn't know you were gonna do that.
What's that?
Add it for the bad guys.
Well, you have it. That's what the blood. So the blood, you don't really need it with the blood. It's the same, right? The more bloody, the more. But this is, I guess, more video game looking. Yeah, I don't it should be there. I do not understand why you aren't seeing it.
I think it'll pop up as soon as a value changes and it has to.
That's probably what it is. I'm getting a weird echo from somebody. I don't know who. Are you guys hearing yourselves talk once in a while?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, that's good enough. So you got some bars, so you can at least see something. I think the healer needs to see those anyway. We'll see if it advances when we advance. If it does, update us. I think you're right, Cliff. We're also forgot to mention the guy who did the portraits, Mad Nomad, and some of the other stuff we use. Asked me to test out. He has a new attack rolls plugin that should do some interesting things, and wants me to do some of the design work to align the iconography I have with his stuff. So you may see some weird things happening, and if you're like, this horrible or that's great, let me know, because we can triangulate. So you're like my user group, right? Awesome. All right, so now that we're all caught up, as soon as I think we move to the next turn, I think that stuff will pop in. You guys should be able to see it. Are you running a Zippy or are you running Favia?
I'll have Zippy attack. What is this? Goblin Spidery.
All right. Well, at least you remembered how to target. That's good.
Whoa. Is it my computer?
I couldn't tell you. I assume it's your computer?
No, it's my computer's sucking.
Ah. All right.
I hit, right?
Yep, you hit. And then I heard a goblin cackle.
Yes.
Good start.
Oh, Zippy, my friend, my cat. Yeah. So Zippy looks at the goblin spider and she's like, it's like twink, and then the little guy falls to the ground dead. Now, to be perfectly frank, Noodle, has to feel pretty relieved because she was pretty hurt. And
Yeah.
sort of Zippy did his thing. So let's make sure that Zippy now. I don't know if he's. Let me look at effects. He's not hidden, right? No, he's good. Okay, because otherwise he loses his cloaking if he comes to.
Right.
One other thing to remember that's part of this process, you guys. And Fabio, you can skip past your turn since you went with Zippy. Is make sure you hold shift and then rotate your mouse to aim your character in the direction they're aiming. Because remember, we changed a couple of things around. I hope we did this with you. So for opportunity attacks. So someone in a different group made a good case that, hey, if I'm standing behind a character, right, and I walk away, they shouldn't be able to like opportunity attack. So I 100% agree, which is why aim your character to the direction that they're facing, because that's what we're going to use if you say, they're not going to be able to get me, right? So like I want to make sure that you guys choose where you're aiming. So like, right? So it's pretty straightforward. And I think for the most part, you guys do that. Although right now, Skylar is aimed right at the wall. so we got that going. All right. Looks like we have Skylar. It is your turn.
All right, so I tell all these guys, I tell everyone in the room, like, hey, I just came from this room over there. There's a bunch of bad guys in there. They could be, and you keep me honest as this is fair, Tom, but I think I should know this. I should say, hey, they're either going to come around this corner following me, or they're going to come around from the bottom. Is that fair to say that?
Well, I think you could say, I think you would know. You could say that they may follow. They may follow me through the curtain. Right, because that's a thing that could happen. Even though you rolled stealth, it's nothing to stop them from wandering up. They're not actively looking for you. You couldn't necessarily say they might go around that bottom door because you didn't get into the room far enough to know there is a bottom door. That's knowledge that you don't necessarily have. You've not made that connection.
So, so I guess, and I want to. The thing is, like, my goal is to go help the guys below, but can I hear the combat through the door?
Let's see, 5, 10. Yeah,
because I want to say like, hey, let's go check on our friends.
So the door's open. The door's open. You can hear, you can hear what's happening in there. You can actually see Noodle and Zippy, right? Sort of. You see Noodle bleeding, and you see Zippy's just laid out a goblin.
So with that being said, if I know I snuck away and I see my friends attacking below, I want to go help them.
Okay, I'll allow that.
And I'm letting people know, like, hey, I snuck away, but I think it's safe. So I'm going to go to the door. I move 10, and then I'm going to go through the door.
All right. And if you want to go past Noodle and Zippy, that's rough terrain, so it'll take you 10 feet to move the 5 feet. Because you've got a traffic jam there, is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah. So can I? So because I'm just. So where can I move now? Can I go? Can I go like to here, like where Golden Spidery once was? Or can I not get through?
Let's see, 5.
Because don't forget little Zippy's flying.
10. How far can you move? You can move 30, right? Yeah. So you can move as far. The farthest you can move is here.
That's perfect. That's where I want to go.
And don't forget to spin your character whatever direction you want to be in.
I want to face that dude.
Yeah. So it's hold the shift down. And do you have do you have a mouse, or do you have a mouse with a scroll wheel, or no? All right. So I think it's shift and then 2 fingers on a Mac. Is that right? Anyone using a Mac? Or else I can just say it's like where you want to aim, like this.
Yeah. And I want to attack him.
All right. Go for it.
Sorry,
describe your mojo.
I'm gonna attack. Target him. And I'm gonna attack his bit. Sorry, I don't have my mouse set up, so I'm trying to get my thing. There we go.
If any of you are on a Mac, there's a really handy app called Middle that allows you to use the function key as a middle button. The more you know. All right, so the goblin starts to nod off as it waits for Skylar to attack it.
Yeah. I can't find. I have to use my great sword, I think.
Well, hold on. You can only use what you have equipped. So yeah, you can
That's
use your
currently
yeah.
equipped.
Yeah, that's all you have. You have your great sword, which is great. And you do connect. It's a solid 21. Says Skylar brings that great sword down upon the noggin of Frank.
Oh, yeah.
Does some decent damage, Mr. Skylar.
Right.
So yeah, Frank's now confronted with two formidable opponents. Mr. Bing, this brings us to you.
Protect your noodle.
So I'm gonna shout to Noodle to come back into the other room, and then I am going to ready myself
Okay.
for when she does come back into the room that I will heal her.
Oh, snap. That's a good use of ready.
Advanced mode shit.
I never thought about readying for a good thing.
Yeah.
Just hurting stuff. Awesome. All right, so noted.
Yeah, I was trying to think of how I could do that without like having to rearrange reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Maylock, you are up. Plunges dagger into self. Nick is no more.
So it'd be way too crowded if I just went over there. And
You would
tried to
have
help.
to.
I
You
don't
would
even
burn
think I'd
up.
make it there.
You'd burn up 20 just to get through those guys to get past.
All right. So, because I'm kind of going in blind, where have we been here? Like what?
Oh, you
So far.
have been in the room to the west, right?
Okay.
And I
With,
can't
with
remember.
like with like what looks like beds. Like
Actually,
that little.
I don't know that anyone actually went into the room. Now that I think about it, because the hobgoblins came out. Because I'm looking to see if there's anything left in the room, and there just might be. You have been in the room to the east, which contains an altar, as described by Skylar. He has poked his head through the curtains to the south of that altar room, and sees that there's some other atrium-esque room just to the south of it. You have explored the entryway where there's the battle going on to your south. You guys have explored the arrow slit, the archer room that's off to the west of Noodle. You massacred a bunch of slumbering goblins farther south in sort of the little area that mirrors the one you're in, right? So there's a little archer post. There was a bunch of beds with goblins, and there was some rubble. Through the rubble, I think someone has stepped at least a couple of feet into what looked like a dining hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Assuming that we haven't seen what's in the room with the beds the goblins just poured out, I guess I can go in there since it's right there. I won't have to burn up my movement to get there.
All right, so you're going to pop into the room? Go for it.
Yes.
The door is
Alright.
open.
Okay.
Pushing
Trying to
past
remember how to move, I
Fabia
just clicking,
is not a
clicking
problem.
grab.
Yeah, so you just drag it where you want to be.
So I will come in here, just see what's in there at least.
I don't know if it's going to let you do that because it's going to stop you at the wall. But let me pull you in. So that would be 5, 10. So you enter the room.
All right.
So you're in the room, and sort of 4 plain straw pallets and bedrolls are lined up on the floor of the barracks. Brackets on the walls hold a number of weapons, spears, swords, morning stars, etc. The north wall shows signs of damage, but the floor is pretty much swept clean of rubble, right? So looking pretty decent. And that's sort of what you see passively.
Okay. Can I do like just perception to see if there's anything of interest?
Roll a perception.
All right. Do I
And
do I just roll the d20 or I'm trying to remember how this
perception. So if you go to your main tab, there should
Okay.
be PERC perception, and just drag that guy into the chat window. That's what you
Oh,
guys do,
sorry.
right? I can't remember. Is that how you guys do it?
So I'll click the 12 and pull it over, or
Yes. Is that right, guys?
oh no, that's
No.
not how.
Or maybe you click it.
That's how it was.
You have to hold it and drag.
Oh, hold on. I'm an idiot. That's your passive perception. I'm so stupid.
Oh, it's
Go
all
to go to skills and drag the little dice next to perception and drag that
All
into
right.
the chat with them. I don't usually
That-
play as a player, so I'm not used to the.
that makes more sense. Okay. All right, 13. 15.
15 it is. Yeah. So for the most part, the room is what you see, but off along sort of the wall to the north, you see a chest.
Okay. I'll end it there, pass the turn to the next person so that we can get the fight over with.
Yeah, we're doing and you haven't played Morgan. So the way this typically works, you guys are sort of split up, so I'm allowing a little bit of like walk around and explore.
Mhm.
Typically in combat, we go through the entire thing. We roll initiative at the bottom. It restacks. We start the next round, and then you guys have a little bit of time to sort of like, okay, what's our strategy for this round? And then you sort of execute on that strategy as we go through the combat tracker, and then it loops and repeats. You guys are separated into sort of two groups right now, so you're good to go. Awesome. So Nick, go ahead and click the little chevron next to the chess piece, the two little arrows, and that should end your turn. And bring us to Noodle.
I know I've clicked it before. I am trying to find it.
The combat tracker,
It's
lower left.
it's the very bottom left.
It looks like a little chess piece. So there's little arrows next to it. If you want, I can go ahead and advance it for you. Just look for
Yes.
that, and you'll.
Yeah, I am, and I'm not seeing any.
There you go.
I'll come in there in a second
Aww.
after I run and get saved.
Moms are the best. All right, so Noodle, it's your turn. There's no baddie around you, so there's no attack of opportunity. So you go do you.
I heard somebody say, come in here. So I have to turn around, right? You say?
Yep. Well,
I don't know if I'm
you can drag your character to where you want it to be, and then once you're done moving your character, spin it in the direction that your character would be standing.
This is where you wanted me, correct? Cyrus?
You didn't move. Oh yeah, there you go.
In front of you, right?
Hold on, everything kind of went ski-wampus. Hold on a second.
Also, I found it. The combat tracker wasn't open. I thought I had opened
Oh.
everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's a good one to have open.
Yeah.
For sure, Z.
Okay, it's healing time.
Yeah. So Cyrus is going to use his readied state of heal.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it could have been worse. No, actually, it literally couldn't have been worse.
Could not have been worse.
Yeah, you got yourself back 1 hit point.
That is perfectly fine.
Oh, by the way, Nick Maylock,
Yes.
you grabbed I believe some wine or something in a chalice that's in your inventory, and you drank it, and it returned 1 hit point to you. Just so you know, and that's all you really know about it.
I go 5 more just to get me out of their way.
Yeah, you can totally move. You can move
Okay.
up to, let's see, 5.
I'll
10.
just stay right here. I need a breather.
Okay, yeah, because you have
Wipe
another.
the blood out of my face. I'm
Yeah,
good.
you have another 10 if you need it. But okay. All right.
I'm good.
All right. Then that brings us to someone you may or may not see.
Son of a bitch, if it's up in this, if I'm by it. See.
Hold on.
Oh, snap.
All right. So, Noodle, Fabia, and Mr. Bing, you don't see anything, and the door doesn't open up, or it's already open. But you sort of hear shuffling off to the east something, right? And your sort of spidey sense says, based on what Skylar told you, it could potentially be either a hobgoblin or a crick. And that Grick is, knows there's something to miss, but not too horribly worried about it, given the number of hobgoblins he knew were in the area. And the Grick is just going to sort of bide its time, hanging in the room. All right, this brings us to Karen.
They move some buttons around. I don't see how to target now.
Well, it's control click, I think, right? If that's who you're targeting, it's control click.
Let's see what
Oh yeah, that works. Okay. I'm just gonna attack Frank here.
All right, how are you attacking him? Anything I should know?
I'm gonna hit them with an axe.
All right. You are holding an axe in your character, so that's cool. Oh, uncharacteristically, that axe flies right past Hobgoblin Frank.
All right, I'll just stay here. I think. Yeah.
Coolio. All right. Let me look at one thing. Once per turn, can deal extra 7 damage to a creature that hits. Ah, man, that's right. So they had the martial advantage when his friend was alive. He could deal an extra 7 damage if there was a friend of his in the area. Unfortunately, he got no friends. So he brings down his longsword upon Karen, doling out a little bit of damage. Literally a little bit of damage. Yes. Not like Karen's got a boo-boo at this point.
There's some new effects. Have you seen them where the map shakes when you get hit?
Oh, that's part of this new plugin. Is that cool or bad?
I don't know. It's kind of cool. And then when you took damage, blood splattered on the screen. So.
Oh, I didn't see that. Cool. So that might just be for like maybe only you saw it. So when it's your turn, you might see that. So
because I didn't see anything, but the health bars on the icons at the top are working now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, you're right. We just needed to advance it.
Yeah, so I think if people take damage, it'll update if they've got any issues.
Awesome. Yeah, so the dude who does this stuff, and I provide him a lot of his imagery. His name's not Mad Nomad. That's his character persona, whatever. But I think his goal is to sort of bring some video game esqueness into this, right? So just to keep it interesting. So I'll let him know when the rest of you hit. Let's see what you guys think.
Let's not get hit. That'd be fun.
Oh no, you're gonna get hit for sure. So yeah, remember there's a goblin had sort of escaped the area, and ran away from the battle, and he's not ready to engage at this point. Has not found his bravery. All right, this brings us to the bottom of the round. So this is the point at which I ask you all to roll for initiative. And it restacks.
Right. Just 20-sided?
No, actually, go on your main tab.
Okay, hold on. Main tab.
Isn't that where you guys is that where initiative is for you guys, right? And then it's the die.
Mine's shortcutted.
I think it's the die under init, like the little white die.
Oh, I see it. There it is. All right.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing Nick.
Did it not count when I just rolled it? Hold on.
No. I think you. Noodle, Cyrus, Karen, Skylar, Zippy, Fabia. Yeah, so I don't see it yet.
Okay, hold on. Try it again. I'm rolling the initiative. It doesn't seem to be.
I don't see it registering.
Dragging it.
Are you dragging it into the
into the little box over here? Yeah.
There it is. Now I see it.
There it
There
is.
we go. Did that.
All right.
There we go.
All of that for a 6.
I got the same roll every time, so I'm not surprised. I
Oh, that's
rolled it
crazy.
like 5 times. And I got a 6 every time.
All right. So this is gonna take us now that we've rolled. I advance to the next round, and Fabio will be at the top of the stack. So this is where you guys can decide your strategy. Noodle knows what's going down to the south, and is welcome to share that with y'all. I'll let you talk amongst yourselves, and when you guys are ready to start this combat round, let me know. If you have any questions, this is the time to ask.
We need to get Noodle healed up.
Should I just take some potion? I can just
Yeah.
drink some.
Yeah, especially if you've got more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can only
So
do
I've
that on your
never done
turn,
it.
just so you know. I mean, just remember.
Okay. I'll just do a potion.
Okay.
And
So-
things that are happening, I don't know. My character will, but I don't know because I wasn't here so whoever was playing my character, feel free to share as me as to what's going on south.
Oh, so
You know what I mean?
I can help you with that. So yeah, so down south, if you want to tell the room what's happening to the south, you know, basically like, thanks for the 1 point of heal, Mr. Bing. Yeah, like all hell's breaking loose down south. You took a bunch of damage. Looks like Zippy and Karen and Skylar probably have it under control, but who's to say, how many more might come through the door? Is I think what you would possibly.
I don't know anything else. Like, I don't know if there's anything in the other room that like Great Hall or whatever.
No, you only know that one hobgoblin came through. Skylar knows what he saw.
Okay.
And I told people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you didn't.
Yeah,
You
so
didn't
we're not-
technically tell Noodle because she wasn't in there when you told him. Just as a heads up.
We
But they could tell her.
We just need to be ready for whatever comes through that door to the east.
All right.
All right. And then the southern room, is it just clobbering time? Is that what the idea is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got to finish off this one guy, and then we can figure out what to do with the rest of the space.
All right. All right. Cool. Well, Fabia, it is your turn. Let me stack up. Where is
Zippy?
Zippy. Little Zippy. Move Zippy up here. Oops. I forgot I have to type in. So you're 17, right? 17. Now it should have put you guys together. Is it going to be you or is it going to be Zippy this time?
It's gonna be Zippy again.
All right. Let me move it to Zippy. Why can't I move it to Zippy? There we go. All right.
But he needs to fly over there, right? To sting.
Yes. So he flies.
And I can't tell. I'm facing the wrong direction technically, right?
If you zoom in, so like the little ponytail looking thing, that's his butt.
Yeah, Tom, just as a point of clarity, it's really hard to tell what way is forward on those character designs. Like a little arrow or something like that would be really helpful.
Would it? Well, hold on.
I just always zoom in.
Yeah, when you
Yeah,
zoom in,
you
it's
gotta
really
zoom in.
obvious. But yeah, I think to that end, I'm just so used to seeing all these characters. Facing indicator. Huh?
Ooh, fancy.
It's beautiful. That's perfect.
But
Glorious.
it's not facing forward.
Yeah.
it is a little funky.
Yeah. So now the issue is going to be the icon will always be in the same direction. The arrow is what's going to point.
Yeah, the arrow moves.
I don't like that. No.
All right, so I think that's why I had turned it off because I found it really weird to track. Yes, exactly. But you have to go like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, that's
Just
a bummer.
gonna scroll. I'm just gonna zoom in.
All
So
right,
you know
you can turn it off, Tom.
I'm trying to remember how I turned it on. Hold on a second. Token, facing indicator. Boom. Yeah, because I could also there's a lot of settings. I should have always asked you guys what you want, because I could also there's their names. All right. Wait, are the facing indicators back on?
No.
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 Okay. Okay, good. All right. So anyway, yeah. So I guess just zoom in, right? Plus, when you zoom in, you get to see that there's actually a lot of detail to your little tokens.
Yeah.
There is. I never noticed.
All right. So we've got little Zippy is up.
And he's going after this guy, Frank.
Yeah, Zippy.
And what is he doing? I'm assuming stinging.
Seeing he misses.
Yeah, like his little tail just pings right off of the shield. Alas, it's a miss. He still has some movement left. He has 5? He can still move. He's flying, right?
Yeah, well, he's always flying, yeah.
Well, he can walk. He just
I
can only
know,
walk,
but I
he can only
prefer
walk
him to fly.
Yeah, he can only walk 20 feet. So, yeah, so
I
he can
prefer
go.
him to fly.
He can do 40. So if there's any other movement you want to take him, any places you want to go, feel free to move about the cabin. Otherwise,
Oh, he's fine.
all right, good. Fabia doesn't get to go. It is Karen's turn. This reroll of initiative has worked to your advantage.
All right, I'm gonna try this guy again.
This time you connect. Fantastic. So you do some more damage. It is now Mr. Bing's turn up in the room.
I guess I'm gonna do a self heal.
And are you in timeout? I noticed that you're in the corner facing the wall.
It's meditating.
It's like he's hiding. No one can see me because I cannot see them.
All right, Tom. That's enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal.
All right, heal away. It's like a Seals and
Wow.
Croft song.
Why don't we heal away?
All right, who was that? Who did sing that? I don't remember.
No idea.
Ooh, 100% improvement.
On a scale
That
of 1
was-
to 8, I'd give that a
That
2.
was impressive.
Just dull, like a little stingy with the heals there, Mr. Bing.
Apparently.
That's 100% improvement though.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Is.
That's true. They'll be on your performance review when the team when we get some 360 feedback from the rest of the group. Like I wanted a little bit of a what should Bing continue doing, stop doing, and start doing. I need that by the end of the week, please.
I'm gonna answer using the SMART framework.
Oh, yes. Make sure these goals are measurable and attainable.
I'm gonna shoot both of you.
we should do performance reviews. It's like,
No.
oh my god, that would be awesome. That'd be the worst DM ever. Right?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Bing, are you done with your turn? Are you gonna move? Or are you good? All right.
I'm good.
You guys just hear some moving around off to the east. And sort of cagily, to about here.
Which guys?
Oops, sorry.
The south or the north?
So you see, you guys see, it would be Karen sees it, Zippy wouldn't see it, Skylar maybe in your periphery you would see it. what is his name? You see confrontational stroll sort of pop around the corner to see if it's safe to come back, and sees a whole lot of blood and a whole lot going on, and then you see him disappear again. And there you go. And Noodle, it is now your turn.
Heal.
Would you like another single hit point?
No, well, I have potions of healing,
All right.
but I have one that says 1.5, right, and two others than that, and I don't know which one I should use.
I'm looking in your action dealio. I don't see. Are you sure you have potions of healing? Let me look in your inventory.
It's 3. Or do I not have them available and I just need to like?
No, those are fine. Yeah, you have 3 of them. So this should
Are they all the same?
Hold on.
There. Okay.
All right. Now, if you go to actions, somewhere in there should be potions of healings, standard items, rations, torch. Do you guys have potions of healing, right, on yours? Anyone else have a potion of healing? Is it showing up in your combat tracker?
In my combat tracker?
Yeah, what do you mean combat
I mean,
tracker?
not
You
combat
mean
tracker.
the
I mean
actions?
actions tab,
Combat
actions tab.
actions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where?
One
Under.
second.
There's like a sub tab under like potions, actually. Kind of down further down towards the bottom, like you'll see like spell slots, then action, then cleric.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Divinity.
She doesn't have that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know why she doesn't have.
Are you in combat mode?
I'm looking at
I don't
preparation
know.
mode. I'm clicking through it now for you. See, combat mode, nothing. Yeah, there's nada. I wonder. Hold on, let me try one thing. If I take an item, if I drag it, I think if I drag it into your action tab, it might add the ability for you. Otherwise, I think it's just is it a D8, something like that? If someone could be kind enough to look. Potion of healing. Let's see if I add it
I've got 2d4 plus 2.
Potion of healing. Hold on. All right, now did it show up? Something is not connecting. Okay, so let me remove that from your inventory. So you should only have 3 of those. And every time they update this thing, everything breaks. Oh wait, hold on. Inventory. If I go to inventory and potion of healing and say it's equipped, do you have to equip it?
Look at. I'm so blind.
Dwarven resistance going down. Oh, wait, standard. Hold on, back into combat mode.
You do have to equip it. Because I didn't have it, and then I went in there and changed the carried to like the t-shirt, and it showed up.
Where did it show up at for you?
In the actions. Wasn't there before.
Yeah, well, ironically, it's like hers isn't showing up. Oh, it is.
You just had to go
Where?
way, way
Okay, so
down to the bottom.
look at the very, very bottom.
Oh.
It was
okay.
The section was collapsed.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty then. So, go ahead and drag that plus onto you, or I think with this scenario you can just click it and it should just heal you.
I should be in combat mode though, right?
Yeah.
on my screen it says potion of healing. There's nothing under it. Is that what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah.
So what do I drag over?
Just just click it once. Just click that little plus and see if it heals you. You can either drag it onto yourself, or you can,
There is no plus.
No, the green box.
There isn't one.
There isn't one
a
on mine
chain.
either.
It's a chain, right?
Okay,
Do you
but
have a chain?
look next to the word potion of healing. You don't see a little plus?
No, it's a chain. What I assume is
Happened to mine too.
All right, let me do this. I'm gonna drag it right onto you.
This is taking too long. I'll just.
And I got you 7. Yeah, so it should have been next to the word potion of healing. It should have been. There should be like a little health plus, right? Like a little medicine sign.
There is not.
With a green box around it. And
Right.
you
It
don't
is.
have that.
No, I don't. It's a chain. So hopefully I won't have to use it anymore. Thank you.
You are welcome.
I guess that's it then.
Yeah, well that, and I have to go reduce your inventory to 2. There we go. Now you're.
I can do that. I'm just gonna end my
did.
turn. So. Oh, okay.
All right, Goblin Francis is up.
Sorry.
Francis is a little annoyed. You sort of hear this hobgoblin mumbling something under its breath, because it had left. Like there were some goblin guards up in this altar area, and they seemed to be missing.
Don't blame us.
So you see this hobgoblin sort of pop around the corner, and
Yeah.
no one had been readied, so he sees you as he comes in, and the first person right in front of him, sadly, is Noodle.
I don't like this.
It's okay.
He hit me.
I mean, how much damage could he possibly do?
A lot.
A lot.
That was a whole lot of blood on my screen.
Oh, did it splash on your screen?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay, so I'll
There was
let
like
him
a
know.
lot of it.
All right, then I'll make the blood that I don't know what your blood looked like because no one's really has not seen anything on my screen, but
Yeah, I think it is just for the person. It was a lot. Okay.
Okay. All right, well I'll make it match my blood aesthetic then when we do that to match my icons. Cool. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
cool. So cool.
he ends his turn, so thank you for getting hit, so you could experience that. Skylar,
Glad
Skylar, you're up.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna hit this guy again, hopefully. And wish me luck.
Wait a minute, hold on. Where are you? Oh, you're down here. My bad. I'm like looking at the wrong part of the screen. I'm like, how is he hitting that guy with a sword?
But I'm gonna
Here
use
it
my
is.
luck, Thomas. My luck.
All right, well, just make sure to take your lucky point, 1 lucky point away.
I'm gonna take my luck. Oh wait. Quick. When does the luck reset? After sleep?
I think. See, luck, halfling luck. Healing. You have to look. I want to say you get 1 back a day. I don't think you get all of them every day.
How many days has it been?
Or
since
one. I think one per long rest.
I've never added them back. I only have 1 left, but I don't know if I should have reset one or not. So I'm trying to figure out how to inform my decision.
So you can re-roll on check or save. Roll a d20 when attack and choose replace the attack roll or not. So you can roll it and decide if you want to keep the original or use it.
No, I know that. I know what it does. I just don't know if it's been a day.
Well, I'm looking to see. A day. I think it's a long rest. Is what we do. Let me look
Okay,
here.
so we haven't long rested yet then.
You regain your lucky points when you finish a long rest.
Okay, so I'm not going to use my luck. I'm going to pass.
Okay. Yeah. So you get.
Because I only have 1 luck left.
Yeah, you get all of them. You get all of them when you do a long rest.
Yeah.
I think I mostly see people use those points when they fumble.
Yeah.
All right, Nick Maylock, you are up. You're the next contestant on the. So Nick, the door is open. You hear some stuff behind you, You don't see it because you're sort of aimed in the room. You still have that. That chest up to the north, and some action happening behind you.
All right.
You and Fabia are kind of in hero mode, back to back.
So if I turn around, I'm trying to think of what would be a good idea to distract or attack the goblin.
Well, you've got your healer being so like what you would know passively,
Mm-hmm.
and you can spin like if you want to flip around, like that's free, a freebie. You have your healer being used as a tank right now. Yeah, really. The irony is that like sort of like the least able to take a hit characters are all in the storeroom with that hobgoblin. Noodle moved into this room to avoid being attacked by the other hobgoblin, only to find herself bookended. Although I would argue, and Cyrus, you played her. I would argue that actually for this room, Noodle probably has probably the least, has the most AC. I would assume. Right, she would be she is.
Hey, what about
being hurt.
Fabia?
Fabia has. Fabia, what's your AC?
14.
Yeah, Fabia has 14. Noodle has. Didn't Noodle have 17? No. Noodle has 16.
I have 40 hit points though.
Yeah. Bing only has 11, and Nick is like made of paper mache. I'm pretty sure.
Paper. Yeah.
Nick is 11 as well. So Noodle has the most hit points. So tactically, I think Nick would be asking himself, do you just keep throwing heals on her? Right.
I don't think he has a healing spell because he's not that kind of wizard.
Nick's not a healer.
No, I meant like potions. Right.
He may have a potion.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, once she has her turn, she should like pull out of the way. But in the meantime, we should probably distract Mr. Bob Goblin.
Did I name him Bob Goblin?
No, that's an old one.
Okay.
Sadly.
Rob and Bob Goblin, the Goblin brothers.
Yeah.
So I have a few options that I think I could do. I don't know which would be the most beneficial. I could either summon a familiar and try and see if it'll at least draw aggro, or I lost it on the ability sheet. I can increase Noodle's armor, at least, if I can't get there to heal. That might take some of the hit. Those are the first two things I'm seeing right off the bat.
I think Nick would know that like summoning the familiar to distract the hobgoblin who's already in battle.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
Yeah, a little critter is not gonna really distract it from the three bigger things that are in the room.
If I only knew what some of these did. If I'm just trying to gauge my options. If I cast a spell, would I have to be like not behind everyone? Would I have
depends
to
on the spell. If the spell is like a creature in sight versus a lay hands on versus a like a lightning bolt.
Under cantrips, I was seeing shocking grasp. I thought is
you have to touch him. Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a melee.
And you're pretty squishy, so
yeah. Let's see. Would I have to move to do Scorching Ray?
Scorching Ray.
Because I'm trying to remember how to see on here.
Oh, it's the chain link is what opens up the thing. It says Scorching Ray. You create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. So that would require line of sight.
So if I moved out back to where I was originally, back to that little like barrel spot, I could shoot.
Yeah, you'd have to move sort of onto those barrels. Yeah. And I wouldn't make you roll an acrobatics. I would assume since you're not going to be moving a long distance, you'd be careful enough. Yeah, because you have Scorching Ray. Okay, go ahead.
So it shoots 3. Can I choose to shoot all 3 at the goblin?
One
does
or
it only
yeah,
shoot one at a
it's
time?
one or several.
But it would be all 3 hitting him, or just one beam hitting him.
The way I'm reading this, and tell me if you guys are wrong. Here's how I'm interpreting it. It's instantaneous, right? So you create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. You can hurl them at one target or several.
Oh.
So the way I read that is you can hurl it at one target 3 times or 3 targets once. Is the way
Yeah, I want to
That's
move
what
in
I
and
read.
I want to move in and then do 3 on him.
Yeah, you do.
So it'd be so I would move 5 forward and then 5 again, so that'd be 10.
Yep.
All right.
You
Am
want
I
me to
able
move
to
ya?
move forward? Yeah, because I don't know if it'll let me if there's a person standing there already.
It gets a little wonky. Let me. So you want to go on the barrels, right?
Yeah, right there, and then I'll shoot the scorching ray, all 3 at the goblin.
So you roll them one at a time, just so you know. Like it's like 3 hits. It's 3 attacks.
Okay, so I know I have to target it. How do I do that again?
Control click.
Control click.
You got it.
All right. And then I will click and drag this little yellow dice next to it, or do I have to
You click. Yeah, you drag the dice over onto
Okay.
the hobgoblin,
Onto it.
and then if
onto
it hits, then you get to roll damage,
11.
and that's a miss. So that was
All right,
one.
but I can do it 2 more times.
2 more times.
So then,
Oh
What?
no, that's 2. Okay, all right.
can't get worse. It can just be the same.
Wow.
Hey, Alicia, let David know that Nick was played true to form tonight. I'm sorry,
Oh,
you
tried.
do not get to experience whatever this cool animation for hitting is. All right, so Nick, you still have some movement left if you want to, I don't know, cower, whatever you want to do. You have,
How much do I have? Can I get back into the room to get some distance?
on the main tab, it says you can move
Yeah.
up to 30, so you moved 5, 10, so you can move back to where you were, basically, if you want to. Or
Yes, I
someplace
would
else.
like to.
All right,
Can I move in and a little farther back? Like a little
let's see, you
bit
went
farther?
5, 10, 15, 20, and how far can you move? Oh yeah, you can move 10
30.
more feet. So you
Okay,
can move.
so yeah.
So back one more, or do you want to go
Yeah.
farther? You have
Yeah,
one more
that
move
way
if you want it.
No, right there should be fine, because then if anybody piles in and it comes toward the door,
You'll-
shoot
yeah.
it right there.
That's a good point. Yeah, I guess that leaves. So Nick is, you guys see Nick move back into the room, and he leaves some space if anyone needs to join him. There's some space there.
And
Alright.
I realize I've never asked this question before, but because I always think of Fabi and Zippy together, if the other one doesn't do anything, can I ready the other person?
You'd have to choose the action. So either you can ready someone, or
No,
that means that the
yeah.
other person, you can't ready both of them. So one of them, you can ready either Fabio
But
or
like
ready.
after Zippy goes, if I choose Zippy, could I have made Fabio be ready?
No. Right, because you can either ready. So ready is you're basically ready is I'm not going to take my action until I need it.
Okay.
So and you're using that action for Zippy.
That's what I thought, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask.
Good
'cause-
try though.
Well, they're separated. I usually don't have them they're not usually that far apart.
Yeah. No, yeah, you guys are like, yeah, you feel a little separation anxiety from Zippy.
Yeah.
Morgan, move forward, advance it.
Oh, yeah. The 2 arrows? Turn
Yep.
complete. There we
All
go.
right. Frank's turn. Also a good squeeze album. No foes in range, so it's just him and his llama.
It still thinks that I'm targeting the goblin.
You can control click that goblin to stop that.
Oh, okay, control.
So it does connect with Karen. And it does another 5. Now this hobgoblin, you guys sort of see this hobgoblin sort of like making the connection, like he's not doing near as much damage to Karen as he'd like. So he doesn't spin completely, but he seemed to sort of like size up the rest of the group. And I think we learned this the last game, but hobgoblins, unlike goblins, fight to the death. Oops, I shouldn't have. Everyone roll for initiative. My bad. I shouldn't have continued that.
Wait, did mine work?
Respectable.
So we got 1, 2, 3.
Come on, Karen, let's finish this dude.
Okay, you guys are good to go. Then it goes to the top. Let's see, who's at top? Karen's at the top. So let me drag the chess piece up to Karen. And then let me stack up. Where is Zippy? And Zippy's a 12, and where's Fob? So she
Noodle,
becomes...
how many hit points do you have?
Total?
Left right now.
I don't know how to tell. I was looking for that.
Look in your main tab of your character sheet. At the bottom,
Yeah.
it'll say max. It'll say hit points. So when I look at you,
It says 34.
so
max?
you have a total of 34 max.
I have 16.
You have 16 left, and you're wounded for 18. So you're more than half dead.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah.
Um,
You're leaving
It's-
bits of noodle all over the floor.
I'm good. Don't slip in it. Yeah.
All right, but it's not your
And
turn.
I'm way down at the bottom here, aren't I?
Yeah, so Karen's gonna be at the top of the stack. If you guys want to take a minute and decide on your two strategic your strategic plans for this game or for the rest of this round, would be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about your hit point situation. You should probably. Can you pull back without getting an opportunity attack? That
That's
is the
what my
question.
question was going to be.
Nope.
Oh, cruel.
Not unless
Wait,
someone
but
pulls aggro.
Let's see, is it Hulp? Who is this hobgoblin that's close to you?
I can't
Noodle?
tell.
I
It's
can't tell
hobgoblin.
either.
It's Francis.
Yeah, I can't. It's not showing his name.
Yeah,
It's
I noticed
not.
that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me see if there's I may have turned off an option accidentally when we were playing with all the other
Francis
options.
is way below me.
Yes. He's
Oh,
out.
really?
He goes after Cyrus does.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So who is that
They
one on
both
the
go.
top?
Oh, it's pulling up Francis for me. I guess it's not. Hold on. Let
Who
me
is it?
let me turn on for tokens. Let me just turn on everyone's names just temporarily. Show token name. There we go. How about? Oh, it's too small. Okay. How about hover? How about now? Can you see it?
It just says Hobgoblin.
Goblin.
It doesn't do any good. It's Hobgoblin Francis, is what it says.
Well, he's okay. So his
who's
name
the
is
guy
Vic.
down south then?
Hold on. Hobgoblin Francis is dead below him.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, boo.
I just moved him off so I could see who it is.
Okay, so who is this guy?
Frank is the one down by me.
Okay,
The
so
one
hold
we're
on.
fighting isn't good enough for a name.
Hobgoblin.
Olo? No.
I don't know why it doesn't show me the damn tooltip name. Oh no, Hojo's no. So Hobgoblin Hojo's
Frank.
unconscious.
It's got to be Francis because that's the only one that's
It
alive.
does.
Frank, yeah.
Okay, so let me
Yeah.
do something real quick that might help with the cause here, you guys. You guys hear a bell ring, and this guy starts walking out and saying, "Bring out your dead."
Oh, you're dead.
So let's clean up some of the dead just real quick. I like seeing all the bodies because it's impressive, but it also is making the character stacking crappy. All right, so
It also makes it feel like an old school video game where all the bodies like disappear.
yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, over time they just sort of like fade away, and you're like, and you get pissed because you didn't like loot them fast enough.
Yeah. I hate that.
All right, so that should be the dead should be gone now. Now,
Okay.
So if it's Frank, I But will he, if I back
Francis.
away, Francis?
So it is. So let me make him disappear for a second. That's not-
Hobgoblin.
So I think if Favia steps in and takes a swing, he could probably distract.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only idea I have is a spell that would make the room dangerous for the hobgoblin, but you'd both have to, or all three of you would have to leave that room.
Oh, what?
I
what
can
spell would that
apparently.
be?
So I have to use a glass sliver, and then when I like sacrifice that glass sliver, I can make a cloud of daggers that affects for 1 minute, and it's a range of 60, and it's a 5-foot radius. I can make
So you could.
around it.
So it's actually you can accurately like pinpoint it. So you can cast it up to 60 feet away.
Mhm.
But it will only hit a single square. So there's no collateral damage on it.
Oh, I thought
That's
there
cool.
was. I was misreading it. Never mind. No one would have to leave, so I can do that.
I mean,
See if
honestly,
that-
like as the GM, let him leave. I'm happy with that plan. That's cool.
Um,
But my point is that I will be able to book out, but will he be able to slap me first if I try to back away?
Oh, I got to move him back where he was. Wait, did I move back?
He-
Is it?
right
Is
there.
it?
That's where
Yes,
he was.
that's-
right
yeah.
there.
Okay, that's where he was. Okay, good.
so I don't know. Can she do like a ready move to like when the hobgoblin gets distracted, she pulls away?
Yeah, that's called that's called disengage. She can choose to I think it's disengage. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, and again, I'm often mistaken, I think you can choose to use disengage as an action to withdraw without opportunity attack. So basically, you can use disengage as a choice to like run away. Arguably, I think I would allow, if a thing's being attacked by glass and you've readied yourself to jet, right? As soon as this thing is distracted, as your sort of like action, I think that would be okay as well.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
can
the
either
problem
purposely
is
take
that-
it. Yeah.
Is that Nick's initiative is he's at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. Again,
Sorry, it was mom.
was that?
It was mom on the phone. Sorry. Mom just called, so
Gotcha. Tell her I said hi.
I'll call her tomorrow. So I'm looking for that in actions, and I'm not seeing it. Did I miss something? Shove, disengage.
But
I found it.
Is it your turn? It's not your turn.
No,
You can't. So
No,
you
but
can't
I
do.
need-
Yeah, you can't do
I want to
anything.
be prepared.
Yeah.
We're preparing. Okay. I
Oh,
think
okay.
we've
I'm
kind
sorry.
of-
I thought she was going to click it. I'm like, yeah, you don't click it yet. But yeah, good. You guys you're strategizing. So it sounds like the northern party has a plan to bring the
Not let me die.
like
I just
fire
want to
of
make
hell's
sure. I just want to make sure I'm aware. When I do this, it looks like it says components a sliver of glass. Will it use it, or will it? Do I just have to have one to do it?
We have been playing up to this point that we have not been doing official component checks. Ideally, you need to start shopping for this stuff, but
He
honestly,
does
you guys,
have one. He does have one in his inventory. That's what I was checking for.
Okay.
I just didn't know
Yeah.
if it used it up or if I only just needed one near me or something like
we'll
that.
have to look into that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
make him do a consumable because it becomes be a little bit like we can play that way, but
Yeah.
you know, we've been easing into encumbrance and into consuming food and
Okay.
and like Vavia, one thing you'll have to think about with Zippy is something can't fly indefinitely without getting exhausted over time.
Right.
He's
Right.
just really bothered by that you. That
he flies all the time.
Well, no, I have
And hangs on the walls.
I have I can never pronounce the name, like an Arcacoa, or like it's the bird race, right? And the other team, she's like an owl. She's like an owl monk, and she flies
wow.
like nonstop, right? So it's cool because then she can like fly 60 feet, whack someone, and then like disengage as a bonus action, and she's almost unbeatable, right? She also has Bahamut's dagger of venom, which just insta kills everything. But the problem is that like she's never within range of anything but like a crossbow or something, so no melee hits can ever get her, and there's never any opportunity attack. But like my thought was like, how long could a bird hover without needing to take a break?
Right.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So all right. So the north room sounds like they have their strategy in place. Noodle's going to wait for a moment, and then when that thing is distracted, either disengage on her turn or while Nick's doing his thing, if she can get that going. The rest of you are going to stay put, and then the south team is still clobbering time, I assume.
I hit with axe. Yes.
Awesome. And when you guys are ready, we'll start the round. There it is.
Karen. Oh no!
Karen.
you're off tonight.
It's such a long time between turns. Let's make sure we do another lap so Karen gets a chance to redeem herself.
I'm saving it all for the Grick.
There we go. Speaking
By the
of
way,
the Grick, yeah.
A frigate bird can be without landing for 2 months.
Holy
So-
crap.
Boom!
That's insane and seems unrealistic, but okay. But it is deep.
Right?
Yeah. All
I
right.
just looked it up.
No, that's cool. And bless you for looking stuff up. I love when I get some help. So Karen, you hear a couple of things. You hear this Grick like shuffling around in that room. And you know where I'm going with this. Also popping through that door.
Oh no!
Exactly. So just can't do. Oops, my bad. Popping through the door, as in the door opens up. Right. You can see through the door, right? So Karen, you see the hobgoblin in the doorway?
Crap.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys have made enough noise that you're drawing some hobgoblins in. And if you remember, there was a hobgoblin that was in that eating room earlier, and had sort of made its way back through.
Yeah, we may want to get out of here.
Nah, let's kill him!
We haven't even passed the doorway for real. Been like a year.
All right. So that ends that turn. Skylar.
Try to kill this hobgoblin.
Do it.
Okay. So my computer's acting slow. It's just loading the menu now.
I think Fantasy Grounds has gotten a little bloated from memory. Oh man. So yeah, again, this just comes down and it goes thwack right next to the hobgoblin. You have movement
Aaron,
left
what's going on?
I don't know. Frank is like, must be like super thin or something. Like he swung at him like 20 times.
Yeah. Good old
It says I
Frank.
have to double click for notification. Okay. So I just did that.
All right, so you're going to disengage. So there's no right of. So now you have your action was disengaged, so you can move your full distance without
Yeah.
any problem.
Mhm.
The difference being, if you had waited until Nick attacked the hobgoblin, you could have also done a sprint and could have went twice your distance. But I don't know that you need to do that.
I just need to get out of it. I'm going to go in where Nick is, I think.
All right. Good thing he left you some room.
I know nothing else is in there.
All right.
right,
Go ahead and put
so-
yourself in that room where you want to be.
I can just kind of come around. I just want to be over here.
All right. I'll allow it. I will move you off
Yeah.
over here.
Thank you.
All right. So
And
yeah.
that is my turn, right?
So you can sort of see off into the you can sort of see off into the countryside, in this little grassy area. And as you look through that arrow slit, you can see Hobgoblin. The hell is his name? Why I don't know why the tooltips are giant on my screen, and like they didn't used to be this big. But you can see that confrontational Stroll, the guy who poked his head in and left. You can see him sort of cowering, off, on the side.
like below me, right? To the south of me, right?
No, to the west of you.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You could barely see him. But you can make out that there's this goblin who's been pretty bloodied up, sort of going through this moral crisis, or this existential crisis of, does he go in and rejoin his masters in battle, and potentially die, or if any of them live, does he die by them hunting them down and killing him for abandoning the rest of the troops? So poor little guy is trying at a crossroads.
Yeah.
All right, Noodle. Anything else on your turn before you advance?
I think I can't do anything else, right? I can't heal or anything. I just have to be done because I disengaged.
Yeah, you're disengaged with your action. That was the only action you can take. Unless you have a bonus action. I don't think you do.
I don't
all right.
think I do.
So it's the little Zippy or Favia party. What's it going to be?
It's gonna be little Zippy, but I have a question. I
Oh,
never
no,
decided to
no.
look at this
Wait,
until
no.
now. What?
You've got to engage the hobgoblin,
Well, okay.
because otherwise all us squishy folks are gonna die.
Okay.
I mean, you've got Karen and Skylar down there to tank for you.
Yeah, I think we good down here.
Okay.
And the good news
He
is
has
that
other stuff that I never realized he had, which is like re-rolling the piercing damage
Ooh.
packs. I
Yep.
think.
So is it going to be Zippy or Fabia?
No, it's gonna be Fabia.
Awesome. Then advance to Fabia and take your turn.
Oh, I was not thinking she was below him.
There you go. So Fabia, gets pulled into combat. She's squared off against Hobgoblin Francis. Holy crap! Yeah, my entire screen just shook.
Yeah,
So did mine.
That was a good thing, though, right?
Does that say it? Did I read that right?
Yes.
Yes. So,
Thank you.
so right now, this Hobgoblin gets this dumb look on his face, right? And has like no idea who he is, or like your target's memory. So I guess it would have a sense of self. He knows there's a Hobgoblin, but he doesn't know where he's come from. He doesn't know what's going on in the rest of the thing. He's just realizing like he's suddenly bleeding, and he's like, hey, what's up with that, right? So immediately starts to bleed. He was pretty hit pretty hard. And Fabia, it's worth noting that was your personal biggest hit, as is
Because
evidence.
I rolled 8s on everything. But I have a question. Now that he has no memory, if one of us has good charisma, can we make him work for us now?
You could try.
Yeah, was this like recent memory? Like, how did I get in this room? Or was this like everything? Like, who am I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the way I'm reading this is that it's as like let me think on this, because just give me a second to think this through, because there's ripple effects here, right? I think if you were to be knocked out a la Gilligan's Island with a coconut, right? We all know that hitting you again with the coconut would bring your memories back. However, in this scenario, you would know that you're human. You would know, you would know how to talk and eat and like do your normal stuff. So I think you'd have situational awareness, but you would have no memory of what happened before, or maybe who you are. So he doesn't know his name. Yeah, I think that's where we're going. He doesn't know his name. He doesn't know why he's in this castle. He doesn't know that there's battles going on around him. But I think from a sense of self perspective, he would know that he's bleeding and that you just hit him hard. Well, would he know that?
He know it was us.
Well, no, actually, he would know he's bleeding out. He wouldn't know you did it because you doing is it what made him lose his memory. So that you were the coconut, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, so would he know? Here's what I'm trying to figure out: is would he know the sort of inbuilt racism of D&D? Right? Hobgoblins don't like the other characters, and I would argue.
Yeah.
I would argue that he would still have self-preservation because he's not dumb. But he wouldn't necessarily. I think he'd be motivated by survival. All right, so that's okay. So I think
goblins are like people, so I don't think he'd trust a non-goblin.
Yeah, I think that's sort of. I think that's like deep down. I don't think that's a memory thing. I think that's sort of like a core of who this hobgoblin is. So you guys are clearly not on his. You're not his friends, right? But he also has no situational awareness of anything that's happened up to this point, other than he's in a lot of pain. And on his turn, he will probably be able to connect some dots, right? Like these people that have weapons aimed at me are hurting me. So because he's not dumb. So that's what I'll give you on that one. So, think of how you can use that to your advantage, right? I would argue at this point to answer your question, Fabia. Yeah, you could totally engage in conversation.
Okay.
But he's going to attack you back.
Yeah.
So you might as well just kill him.
All right. Lorem ipsum soliditamet. I can't remember the rest of it.
Well, maybe that's part of it. I just saw a sword appear like weirdly over my combat tracker.
I just hit with the guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, that was a great soap opera back in the 70s.
The guiding bolt, yes.
Oh my God! For the love of.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I'm glad we just spent 10 minutes deciding whether or not he had memories.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
So
Yay.
So after establishing that this guy, did not have a good sense of self, Bing spills his memories all over the floor.
He didn't even have a chance for his life to flash before his eyes.
Yes.
Took it away from him.
100%. All right, so Frank, Frank's been having a pretty lucky day. Let me see. I have to read martial advantage again. Oh, so close. All right. If only the hobgoblin had stepped through the door. All right. So this time he's going for Skylar because he's not making as much progress. Holy smokes! All right. So these are my favorite kinds of things. So you're now prone.
What's that mean?
That means that you're knocked down onto your hands and knees, or onto your back.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, so you're knocked down, Skylar. That means you need to take an action
To get up.
up.
If I'm alive.
No, I'm sorry. That's not right. We were doing that wrong. Prone means you have to, half of your movement is to get up.
Okay.
Right, because it's not restrained. Right, you just were knocked down, and there you go. All right, so you're knocked on your butt. And let's roll some damage. Now, I just wanted to prepare you mentally for the fact that this was a crit.
Yeah, I know. It's no good.
That was gross.
Yeah, so there's a good amount of blood.
Oh.
And Mr. Nick Maylock.
Oof.
No longer have to do the original idea.
Oh, that's
Wait,
right.
you still could.
I was very excited about that, by the way, because I wanted to see you shard your pants.
I mean,
because it's 60 feet, right?
Yeah, but
it has to be line of sight, though, so he'd have to at least move out to do it.
Yeah.
Come on.
So if I move out, I can attack the one that's down below.
Yep.
The doorway.
Wait, can he attack the one that's outside?
Yeah, through the arrow slit, he totally could.
I didn't know there was one outside.
Like directly behind you, between us, there's a slit in the wall.
Yeah, I see that, but I don't have line of sight of the goblin through there. It's not.
You'd
there
have
for
to
me.
move. You'd have to move to like I'll show you. This won't count, but you'd have to move to like here,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
and then you'd see him. And what you'd see is that as Noodle describes him, he's a wounded regular goblin.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, get him. Since that guy ran away.
You'll learn that Skylar's the least forgiving, I think, of the clan.
And
I don't think I'll
brutality.
waste. I don't think I'll waste magic on a wounded, scared goblin.
And go out and get the guy from the south.
I'm going to. So if I move into the middle where Noodle was, do I have enough to get there? I'm assuming yes.
5, 10, 15.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so all you'd have to move, if you wanted to have that line of sight, you could move to here.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking originally.
And then, of course, you'd want to spin yourself proper direction.
Yeah. And then I can give this a shot and rain glass on this goblin. So let me find it again. It's under not abilities, actions. And so I control click.
Yep, you've targeted. Yep.
And, so it doesn't have a dice to roll.
All right, so hold on. Combat. Which one is this?
It's called Scroll of Cloud of Daggers.
Yeah. So
What's the scroll? Cool.
Yeah. So let me read this real quick.
It's automatic. It's not I don't roll for it. It's automatically 4d4.
Yeah. So
Slashing.
yeah, you fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side. Centered on a point you choose within range, a creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turns there. So yeah, and so you can also target that spot and then bring those daggers down upon it. So in which case, I think this is, yeah. So you take, So you take the little lightning bolt.
Okay.
And you drag that onto the goblin.
Get it.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Literally. Boom. Oh!
So man, yeah. So you guys see these daggers start to spin above Frank's head, and Karen doesn't know what the hell's going on, but just sees like them rain down upon this guy and just shred the living crap out of him. Not dead, but very, very hurt.
All right.
Nice.
I'll pass for now because there's no immediate danger.
All right. So then end your turn.
Yep. There we go.
And what did they say in that video game? Goblin, what's his name? Frunk. Goblin Frunk has entered the battle. Coming right in. So Frunk comes in, juxtaposition to Karen. You see him pop through the door. Just watched like this crazy ass rain of daggers, hurt his friend, and you just see him like sort of do the side, and he's like, "I got you, bro," and does something fun. So he will be able to bring into play his martial advantage. So once per turn, the hobgoblin can deal an extra 7 or 2d6 damage to a certain creature it hits within the weapon. The creature within 5 feet of any ally. So yeah, so his friend is within an ally, and it's not incapacitated, e.g., it's not dead. Therefore, if he hits, then he'll do an additional 2d6. All right, so let's see here. Longsword attack +3 on Karen. Are you kidding me? I was, I only needed one of them to stay alive long enough to use this damn thing, and it's now a fail. All right, so that's the end of that. I need you guys all to roll for initiative. know if you guys have the music playing, but it always starts to sound like Escape from New York to me for some reason. I don't know why.
I haven't
I
seen
don't hear
that
the
in a long
music.
time.
I'm not hearing any music.
It's
Yeah, I don't hear it.
It's pretty
I hear
low.
it.
I can't hear it at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll turn it up for you. It'll be louder the next time it plays. All right, so we're good to go. It's time for you. You guys all rolled initiative, correct? We have a new
Yes.
stack.
Yes.
Little Zippy's on top this time, which means I need to find Favia and give her the 19. Now they are stacked up. I start the round. You guys can decide what your strategy is and go from there.
Go me.
Tom, under Little Zippy's feet, there's the piercer. And how there's two different ones, and one of them says once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can re-roll one of the attack damage dice. You must use the new roll.
Yep. So
But I
basically,
don't understand because I only roll one.
No, so okay, so you've achieved, basically, if you read it says you've achieved a penetrating precision. You've achieved a penetrating precision in combat, granting you the following benefits. You can increase your strength or dexterity score by 1 to a maximum of 20 once per turn. When you hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can re-roll one of the attack's damage dice. So basically, if you roll a 1, right, for damage, and you're like, oh, that sucks, you can choose to re-roll the damage, but you have to take whatever the second roll is. So if it was like a 3 and you get a 1, you get the 1, right? So you don't get to. And then
keep re-rolling it.
So then, when you score a critical hit that deals piercing damage to a creature, you can roll 1 additional damage die when determining the extra piercing damage the target takes. So you can roll an additional. So if it's like 3d6, you can roll an additional d6.
Okay, because I thought it's always piercing damage.
Well, I mean, it doesn't because of the way your character is built, right? But I think your character actually can use weapons too, right?
I don't think so. Because he's little, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you could look that up. I mean, I don't think you've ever given him any weapons, but I don't know that he couldn't.
I can look that up. What species is it?
It's an imp. Because it's my understanding imps have hands, right? So like he could use a dagger, or a melee weapon if you wanted him to.
It would have to be like a dagger or something small.
Him a teeny tiny bow and arrow.
He's like a little Cupid.
Little crossbow.
Anyway, so Favia, are you going to gang up?
I'll use Little Zippy.
Okay, so you're gonna gang up on the. Oh yeah, the other one's dead. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Little Zippy then.
If I dispatch the other guy, then you can't use the martial thing.
Yeah, nice job.
Dang it. Well, I think we could have seen the last of Frank.
Frank.
So yeah, Frank, you gotta give it up for Frank, you guys. A modem of silence for Frank. Frank.
I will not.
Yeah, Frank, I think held his own for quite a while there, right? He's getting thumped by 3 different people, including Little Zippy, the bringer of death. Awesome. So yeah, so
He's
Frank
the closer
falls to the ground, but much like Kleenex, another hobgoblin has popped up. All right, you got to end your turn.
I forgot.
That's okay.
Thanks, Zippy.
All right. So confrontational scroll, Noodle. You see, sort of wander up and just sort of out of earshot, or sort of eyesight. My bad. One of those senses.
The guy outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're no longer seeing him through. You guys have made a bunch of noise, and this Grick in that room is getting pretty agitated.
Oh, not yet.
Is he getting bigger?
No, I'm looking to see how big the Grick is. Give me 1 second.
I don't like
size.
the looks. I don't like the cut of his jib.
Yeah.
He's gross. Ew.
He is gross.
Have you guys seen what he looks like? Did I
Yeah,
share
you
the
showed
grid with you?
last time.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's a medium size. So yeah, he would be able to fit through the door. That's why I was just checking to see if he'd fit through a doorway. But not on this turn. He's just sort of like agitated as hell. Mr. Bing.
Get down here, Bing.
I looked it up, and imps can use weapons. They just can't be big. It seems one of their more common weapons that I keep seeing is crossbows.
Uh huh.
Oh, see? Cute.
You can find him a little crossbow.
But it says that they can use anything they're proficient in, I guess.
Huh.
Yep.
Okay.
See, there you go.
Cool.
I did
Karen,
not lie.
How many hit points do you have, Karen?
Like 100. Let me look.
How many do you have left? Is anyone in any immediate danger of dying? Is my question.
Well, I'm safe, so I can just heal myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've
so
got 33 left.
Yeah, he's only taken 17 points of damage.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of edge into the room in case I'm needed to heal. I only have one spell left, though. So, just FYI.
So passively, Mr. Bing, other than the Grick, you're not hearing any other noise coming from the east. Maybe gives you a little hope.
Okay.
Hey guys, the guy outside's gone. The goblin.
Yeah.
And by hey guys, you mean Favia and Nick, right? Because no one else could hear you.
Yeah. I thought I had to wait for my turn to say something.
Oh, it's your turn. My bad.
No, it's not my
No,
turn.
it's Karen's turn.
No, I don't
Okay.
enforce the don't talk rule. The only thing I'll enforce is if like someone's not in your area, they can't really hear you. All right, so Karen, you're the next contestant
Do it.
on the Slice is Right. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right, I'm gonna go up to
Ooh,
Yes.
so close. Kapow, as they say.
Oh, yeah.
The goblin just sort of laughs at you. All right, this brings us to Nick Maylock. Nick and his shards.
Yes.
Come down here and take a shard.
I can do that. So if I move in to trying to see where I would have line of sight but not be in immediate danger, because 16 health points is not a good value to me.
You're a wee bit frail.
That's what I got left.
That's my max. I'm not damaged at all.
And
All
yeah,
right.
it's true. Yeah, this is the least bloody I've seen Nick in a long time, and did some serious damage.
No.
Hey, I
All
will throw
right.
out there, you guys. It's 8:30, so maybe decide if you're going to want to do any more rounds after this. But we'll finish this round and then.
Okay, so if I can move 30, right?
You can. Wait, Nick? Yeah, Nick can move 30.
All right. So I was thinking moving. How do I lock in moving?
I let you. I authorize it. So you have
Okay.
moved.
That was 15. It said I was gonna move one square over from where I am. It just couldn't go
Okay, go for it.
diagonal. Gonna go to here.
Good move on your part, because otherwise you would have been within opportunity attack.
Yeah, and then I guess I can use the blades again. See if that.
Can you? Or does it take a spell slot?
I have no idea. Let me see. How do I check if it takes a spell slot?
What was it called again?
It was a scroll, so I don't know if I can use it again.
No, your
I
scroll.
think that may be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have to delete it. Yeah, because I think he could. I think he could have learned it or used it. Right? Isn't that what a wizard can do? Like, if they can learn a scroll, or they can use it without having to learn it. But to learn it, you have to, like, on a long rest, concentrate and say, "I want to learn this one thing." Is that correct? I think that's correct.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's right.
But you used it, so
Yeah.
as you reach into your bag, you see the scroll, and just as you go to touch it, it disappears.
All right, so
And Nick will never have to know. Although it was pretty badass, so at least it worked out.
yeah,
Yes.
if he finds one, definitely let him learn it. I didn't know that because that's not how my buddy does spells in his campaign. You just kind of have them.
But how
Yeah.
do we know that he didn't learn it?
Because he
Yeah,
didn't ever tell me he was learning it, therefore it
Yeah.
never showed up as a spell.
It's something you
He
have to
told
do
me one
deliberately.
day
Did
while
he-
we
did he
were
tell you?
healing
Yeah. I bet he did. So here's
outside the castle.
the fact that he'd equipped it, he'd equipped it as a thing to use, leads me to believe that his choice was to actually use it, not necessarily learn.
I can try the scorching ray again. 3 shots on that guy, if I can use it again. I'm
Scorching ray, remind me, we did this before, right?
yeah, and I missed pretty much all the shots.
Right. And that takes a spell slot. How many spell slots do you have left? It has not marked off any spell slots.
So that would have been 1 at least.
Yeah. And is it a level 1 or 2? Scorching ray is a level 2.
2.
So that takes 1 of your 2.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So okay, so
I
you see
can
up in the top, you see where it says spell slots. Every time you use one, you have to check that little box. It's the honor
Oh,
system.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No worries, it's all new. Yeah, so you have 2 more. It's a level 2 spell. You have 2 more level 2 spells to use this round.
Oh yeah, I'll use that on him. So, hold on. Oh no, I didn't want to click that. I was gonna target
Yeah, you have to attack him with the target.
and then grab and drag.
It counts though, so don't worry about it.
No, sadly it does not. He didn't have his thing targeted.
Oh, come on, he's a good player.
And it's a miss by 5 plus.
Ooh.
So FYI, your other one would have missed as well.
All right.
Oh, boo.
Boo indeed. Boo indeed. So that was
but I have-
1. You have 2 more.
2 more.
Oh,
Wow. So
This spell doesn't want to connect.
another miss.
What the heck?
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, so you guys see this like 2 times you just hear puffs of smoke. And the 3rd time you hear the sizzle and the smell of bacon. All right, so now to roll the damage, you roll the little lightning bolt
All right. Drag it over the.
over the character, yeah. And that'll be the
Yeah.
damage.
All right.
nice roll.
Solid damage. Yeah, you definitely smell some bacon.
Nice job.
All right, now
Yeah.
that means so then I'll go up in your spell slots, check another box next to the 2nd level.
Looking. Maybe I was looking at the wrong one.
It's in the actions. Up.
Yeah, the. Oh, farther up. Okay, that's where it was. I was looking at the wrong spot. All right, so I'll pass the turn then.
Awesome. This
I
brings
needs
us
to-
to Noodle.
Yeah. I need to heal. I have 1 spell slot. It says 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
So what's
what do you-
that?
What are you wanting to? So you're wanting to cast
Well-
something on yourself, or you want to roll? Or you want to do a potion?
Yeah. Well, I have 2 potions left, right?
Yep.
Maybe I'll just go with a potion. Because what does 1st and 2nd mean?
Okay, so you have 1st and 2nd. You have first level spells and second level spells. If you scroll down, you'll say you'll see like spells level 1. So you have 3 of those,
Yeah.
and spells level 2. So you can only use.
I need to save that in case I need for somebody else. So
Yeah, and like for instance, if there's I don't know a Grick,
Right.
So, although as I told Bing, like you aren't hearing anything really other than the Grick at this point, off to the east.
and the one goblin that left, that disappeared. Potion. So I still just have the chain. So do I just click on the word? I don't know. Okay. Oh, okay. It's open now. So I click on the.
I don't. So you want to drag so the potion of healing. You're not seeing that little box still.
I am now. For some reason, I just clicked on it and it scrolled down a little bit. So now I have the green box. So I click on it.
You just drag it. I think you can either click it or just drag it to yourself, whichever you want to do. You got yourself 7, which is a solid number.
All right. And now I'll make sure I'm going to end my turn because I don't. Well, I could.
You can move still if you want, or know things, see things.
No, I'm going to stay here and I will make sure that it left my inventory. Okay.
All right.
I clicked forward.
All right. So that brings us to Hobgoblin Frunk, who sadly his colleague is now gone and not forgotten, but gone. Crits on Karen. So an opportunity bonus. You may take 1 extra bonus action or 1 more extra move this turn. Love it. So he's going to attack with his. Let's see what the damage is on Karen. Uh-oh. They didn't move. And then his bonus attack. One more time. This time with feeling.
This is still hurt.
Yes.
Sorry, and I wasted my Buffy quote on that. Once more with feeling. Alas, his extra attack fails. Skylar.
So I'm prone still, right?
So yeah, so you can move. You can take half of your movement to get up, or you can use an action to get up, and then use all of your movement. That's your choice.
Well, I'm going to use half my movement to get up.
Could he shoot a bow laying down?
You could. I mean, he could shoot a bow at you or little Zippy or Nick, but not at the Hobgoblin.
But I have the great sword in my hand, guys.
Fair point.
So I'm gonna get up. That means I have 15 move.
Yep. It only takes you 10 to get to the Hobgoblin.
Yeah. I'm thinking about giving Karen a potion though. Karen, you want a potion or you want me to attack for you? Because I don't think we can kill him.
I still have 21 hit points. It's not an emergency yet.
Okay.
So
That's
probably
what I was asking.
chipping away on damage, yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna go. How many hit points do I have left, Tom?
Well, you could look, but
right now.
I'll look for you. You have 15 damage. You have 20 left. You have a max of 35.
Alright, so I'm gonna attack then.
Okay, so you got to move. If you're going to attack with melee, all right. So you move in there. Got it. That makes sense. Wait, are you moving here? You're moving a lot of places. Is that where you're moving?
Right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you make my arrow pointing up too?
There you go. How's that? So you're aimed at an angle, right?
Yeah.
So you see, as you get to that position, you sort of see in the doorway a little goblin guy.
Why did I get 2 dice rolls?
Disadvantage.
Who got the disadvantage?
Oh crap. Okay, we're gonna let you roll it again because you know what your GM didn't do. Remove prone. Because you can attack from the prone position, but it's disadvantage. So that one's on me. You get a do-over. Rewind. As they say, first verse, same as the second verse, same as the first. That's what I was going for. Man, I haven't even drank tonight. So, out of nowhere, but not really nowhere, because you saw him earlier, Karen, move into this room. Horp has sort of regained his composure and is here to assist this hobgoblin in his many adventures.
Roll 2.
But misses. All right. So the question is, at the top of this round,
God.
let's roll initiative, because we'll do that no matter what. And when everyone does that, we'll go to the top of the round, and then we'll decide if you guys want to play through another 5 minutes of action or pick this up the next time we play, which will be in a couple of weeks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that everybody? I think so. Yep. All right. I'm advancing to the top of the stack. The top of the stack this time is Confrontational Stroll. Your turn to scheme, but I must ask you. Another round, or are we calling it?
Another round.
It's up
No
to you
pressure.
guys.
No
I'm up
pressure.
break.
I think I want to see if this. Let's see. Does that work? No. I thought there was. I think there's like a /vote command or something that you can vote on something. All right. So I've heard. I think I heard 3 move forwards. That leaves. Well, there's 6 of you. So. What are the other 3 saying?
That's fine.
Sure,
All
let's
right.
do it.
All right, so let's do it then. All right, do you guys want to scheme, or is it just kill these 2 guys and be happy?
Kill him.
Well, it's
Kill.
hold
Kill,
on
kill,
one
kill.
sec. Do we think we can hold out versus these 2 guys plus the Grick, or
Ugh. A lot of us are damaged.
Yeah, looking across the
Is-
board just for some clarity, Mr. Bing is about a third. Zippy is completely full. Karen's a little over half. Noodles about a third. Her and Bing are about neck and neck. Nick has 0 damage. Fabi has 0 damage, and Skylar's about halfway through.
and Karen is heavy damage.
Wow, I'm glad you added damage, because otherwise it was offensive.
But you'll, yeah.
But you have to
So
remember,
come on down
Karen's
and
heavy.
heal.
But I think Karen has called this out a couple of times. She's heavy damage, but she also has more hit points left than Nick has in healthy.
Yeah.
So it's relative, right?
But I mean, a couple of good hits could take him out.
Yep. True.
I don't know how
how
much
much
the Grick does.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to clear out these guys as efficiently as possible and have a moment before we grick it up.
Yes, yes.
100%. I got
Yeah.
20 hit points left. Karen, how many do you have?
I have 21 left, I think. 22, something like
So
that.
basically,
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, you passively know that the goblin is probably a 1-punch kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, this is his moment to shine and to, earn his way into whatever goblin kingdom waits for him on the other side of the punch. But
We'll try to take out these guys and then maybe back off if we have the opportunity.
Yes.
let's kill him.
yeah, and guys, you've fought a Grick before, if you remember correctly. Didn't you fight a Grick?
No.
No, you haven't fought a Grick. That's right. Could someone just roll? Well, anyone who wants to roll a nature check, because this is the scheming part of the turn. Oh, those are some crappy rolls, you guys. Yeah.
Looking for it.
There it is.
Skills.
Oh, Zippy doesn't know anything.
This is maybe
We suck.
It's good news is you're using up these crappy rolls for this.
Oh my god, we had such bad rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Man, I can't. Like, the closest we've got is a 13. So Nick is the winner.
Nick only has a +2.
The plus
Yeah.
4, and I rolled real crappy.
So, just so you have something to look at while I tell Nick what's going on, there's a Grick.
They're so gross.
Feeling
Yeah.
very Stranger Things vibe here.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
agreed.
Yeah, I think they probably got that a bit from the Grick. But things that you know, just like with your role there, Mr. Nick, you know that these things are pretty big and badass. There's a good chance that a Grick, this Grick has more hit points than the most badass of any of you. So it's probably stronger than what you fought to this point. Not dragon strong, but pretty badass. You also know with that 13, I'm just being careful not to give you too much. That Gricks are cagey. They're surprisingly stealthy and can blend in with their terrain a bit. And as you can see from the photo, they have both tentacles and a beak, which you aren't sure, you can't quite remember, but they may have multi-attack, as in attack with tentacles and potentially then attack with the beak if that tentacle connects. So kind of like the worst hug ever. And that's all you're going to get. Unsure. I mean, it is like in real life, if you were to come across that thing, that would be horrible. All right. But you've all taken your sensitivity training, I hope, and realized that Gricks have feelings too. So. All right. So we are at the top. Are you guys ready to start? Do you know your plan? I think your plan is to dispatch these, if I'm hearing you correctly, dispatch these guys, but do your best to not engage the Grick.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So Karen and Skylar, you think to yourself, may want to shut that door if possible, once you guys get this going. Just sort of a passive thing that you would know. And on that note, excuse me, Skylar, meet Simtar. And don't get too attached because it flew right past you, barely blowing a breeze your way.
Oh my gosh, finally some luck.
Karen is up.
Go, Karen. Avenge those dice.
You've got your choice of goblins. Choosy Karens, choose Jiff.
Just trying to decide if I should try to take out the little one real quick, or if we have enough. I don't think there's one more. I think there's 2 more hits on the big one. Maybe I'll take out the little one.
For coffee?
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do all my stuff. Hang on.
Yeah.
Bring it, sissy.
And is that once per long rest or short rest, or is that how's that work out?
That's a good question. How long have we been in this place?
It seems like months.
I know it's been like 2 months, but it's like basically one long battle. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
Forever.
14 rounds. So you guys have been fighting for probably, I don't know, like give or take 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 6 seconds per round, and assuming that you know there was moving around between some battles and whatever else. So I'd say you've probably been in this place for. I'll give you like a half hour to 45 minutes.
So I think I'm supposed to be able to rage once a day, essentially, which I think is like once per long rest. But
yeah, once per long rest.
Okay, I can't remember. I have been holding it for a bit, but I can't remember. I might have used it in a previous one. I don't know if anybody remembers, but
I don't remember you using it, and I would like to think that you did because it would make my life easier. but I don't think you've. I
A
think
lot
you.
of cone of silence going on.
Yeah, you did like a slumber party massacre, and then just some like smash and head stuff. I don't know that you've not fought anything formidable or needed a moment where you needed to take something out in like, one turn.
All right, cool. Well,
I am calling out that you have the small goblin targeted. Is that who you're going after?
Yeah, I'll just start there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. This is a wave of mutilation.
Start there.
All right. See if we can miss here.
Good lord, our rolls.
Advantage
Come on.
wins. All right.
Again, you're
take
a
another.
sissy.
There you go.
Oh,
Not quite the sissy they thought you were. Although,
Not a great night.
yeah, it's like I was expecting a one-hit kill on that goblin because it was already hurt.
I'm gonna attack this guy.
Wow, that was another miss, and we only have
Dude, all I have to,
a few
all
more
I've done is
turns
miss.
in this, and we're done for the game. So maybe these guys are going to survive this round. Nick Maylock.
All right. I've been trying to decide what to use and on who. And
you have 4 first level spells available, and then 1 second level spell slot available.
yeah.
I suggest
Didn't-
comprehend languages.
Yes.
He's got 6 melee related spells. And didn't he have chromatic orb? I can't find that anywhere.
He used them up.
He used all of it. Like he can't
Yeah,
use it anymore.
until the next long rest. I think they've been used.
Okay, but they're not even like on the list. Wouldn't they be here just not using
No,
them?
if I
Or-
click
no.
into standard,
Okay.
see he's used
That
them up.
makes more sense. Okay, that makes more sense.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure like preparation for that shard thing. Scorching Ray is 1 daily. Yeah, so we gotta make sure like so. Did you use the Scorching Ray already? You did,
yeah,
right?
and I clicked the button, so we've got 1 left on the second.
Yeah, but you have to click. See where this little button here that says Scorching Ray. I click that, and it goes away because you can only use it once a
okay.
day, right? So
Oh.
not only do you only have X number of slots, some of these are only 1 use a day.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. This is like new for you.
Yeah.
But since he's going to be playing, since he's going to be in a play for a couple of weeks, I'm going to guess that you're going to be a stand-in if you want to be until he's back.
Yeah, if I can. I'm trying to decide what he can use. He has like little to no attacks unless I stand right next to the thing and die. I can. The only thing I can think to do is reinforce one of the tankier people with mage armor if I can. That's all I've got.
Go for it.
All right. Who's the tank?
You do
most?
have Green Flame Blade.
Don't I have to be right next to the?
Yeah, he
Oh,
would
yeah,
have to attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then it
And
does. Yeah, it attacks.
even-
It attacks 2 people.
Even our most injured person has more health than I do at full.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I can cast whoever the tank is. I can give them mage armor, or if one of them is attacking next, I can give them specifically.
And you could also do mage armor on yourself if you would like. If you do expect to do melee, just as a reminder.
Yeah, I don't expect to be directly in the fight,
All right. So
but
choose a target.
all
And
right.
and the little goblin guy raises his hand. He says, "Like, do me."
So what are your health points at in front of me?
I think we're about the same. I think I have 21 left, and Skylar has 20.
Yeah,
All right.
Karen's a little more hurt, just proportionally.
All right, so I control target and then cast it.
Or you drag it onto them.
Mage armor onto them. I think I did that right.
Nice.
Yep. So now Karen's got
Oh.
a +3 to his armor, her armor.
And then I'm selecting that I use that, doing the first spell, and then
There you go.
can I still move to get out of the way since I don't have any
Yep,
good
you sure
defensive
can.
spells?
You have your
Alright.
full movement left.
All right, I want to head back into the room up.
All right, then I would recommend that instead of wasting your 5 there, I would go 5 here,
Oh,
and then you still have some left.
all right. I'll just head back there.
Sounds groovy. So you are
All
there.
right. All right, and then I'll pass the turn.
All right, this brings us to Fabia. Or
Little Zippy.
oh no, wait, where's
Little
Little Zippy?
Zippy.
Did Little Zippy go or did Fabia go?
No,
No,
Zippy's
he's down at
down
the
below.
bottom.
He's
Okay, so-
down.
I forgot to give him his
9.
15. There you go. So now it's a little Zippy. You're gonna do Zippy?
Yeah. And I'm gonna make little Zippy rage.
Oh my
Ah,
God.
so much rage. So much rage.
So much rage.
I think. I've only ever done this like one time, I think. Did I
Rage
do-
in the cage.
Yep.
You did it.
Okay.
Well
he's
done,
now
Tom.
he's all raged up. Thank you. Thank you. Freeze frame.
Sorry, I lost him on my screen.
No, that's because
Now
I
he
deleted
gets-
the character out of the game. So sorry. Zippy's gone.
Where can I put him though so he can fly in and attack?
The ceilings here, I believe, were 20 to 25 feet at the atrium. It gets a little bit lower just before the door, so you could fly to the other side of them pretty safely.
Like,
If that's what you're
over
asking.
here?
If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I want to be able to get to where I could actually attack both of them if I
All right.
needed to.
Well,
Shut the door afterwards.
either of those,
Sorry.
either of those positions is fine.
Okay.
All right. So from there, you won't be able to shut the door if that is what you were planning to do. But shutting door will take an action. Just so you know.
Is he strong enough to shut a door?
Yeah, he's got little imp hands. It's a door.
Okay.
I
Where
don't
would
think
I have to?
he's
So
not
I'd
strong.
have to be up here to shut the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you want to use your action to shut the door?
Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know.
No. Well, do you want me to shut the door or fight on these guys?
Well, you can rage, right?
I am
Rage.
raging.
Oh, then
I
you should
get
attack.
2.
'cause You're not going to rage on the door.
Yeah.
Well, you could.
Angrily shuts the door, and the monster comes in.
Yeah. So yeah, they're
Where is it? Oh, I moved it. It got moved off of Zippy. It was on Fabi and I moved it down and that was wrong.
you want to unzip you, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
And you get multi attack, right? With this
Yes.
goodness. All right. Poor Horp. You know, he worked up his courage to come back and fight. Done pretty well. Alas. Oh goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, poor.
And poor little goblin gentleman has passed to the beyond.
Oh, but not him.
Oh, but not him. On the plus side, that they don't get the advantage of being the two of them together and getting the bonus attack on you guys when they attack. So, unfortunately for you, that is the end of your turn. All right. So Hobgoblin is like 6 kinds of surrounded at this point. Again, he's going to stick with his strategy of going for the perceived weakest person
Oh,
to reduce the number of people raining blows down upon him. All right, so now he's surrounded by 2 people heavily bleeding out. and an annoying little gnat just beyond him. Mr. Bing.
Heal me.
Tyler, what you down to?
Not too bad. 15.
He's neck and neck with Karen proportionally.
How about that? Proportionally, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just saying from a percentage perspective, you guys are like neck and neck. From an ability to take another hit. I don't know,
Not so much.
What's your
Okay.
what's your armor class? 16 and Karen's is 19, so it'll take a 19 to hit Karen. It'll only take a 16 to hit you.
All right, let's do a cure wounds on this boy.
All right, so
I'm a man.
Mr. Bing moonwalks his way down to Skylar. I assume.
No, that's forwards, Tom.
Oh, dang it! See, I had to zoom in. You're
See?
right. All right. No, it wasn't. Look, you're backwards. No, I'm just kidding. There you go.
And I stab him in the back. Okay.
That happened in another game that I played. They thought they were getting a heal. Now that is a solid hill.
Oh.
Yeah, go
That's a
ahead.
great hill.
Yeah, so I had forgotten that there's an effect of being a disciple of life, which I am. That gives a bonus to healing.
Ah, yes, that's a good. Just full disclosure, I don't know all your characters as deeply as to know to turn those things on for you guys. Then I can't possibly know that stuff. So that's not true. I'm sure there's people out there that like can live and breathe the rules of this game. I am not that person. All right. So the Grick sees little Zippy in the door, moves forward,
Oh no.
and through the door attacks with a tentacle.
Did we tell the Grick that wasn't the plan?
Yeah.
But you didn't
This
shut the
is-
door.
If you could take a number.
Yes.
But he misses.
He missed. Yeah, so he missed. So like Zippy's a little scrappy little dude, and like you guys see this tentacle shoot out into the door and then sort of come back. And you realize like the Grick can probably work its way through the door, but it's gonna take his turn to like force himself through the door. He's big enough that it's not like a stroll on through sort of a thing. But he's definitely gonna attack. And he has some pretty good reach. That is his turn. Noodle, kitten caboodle.
Ouch. And
All right.
10. Let's say 5, 10, 15.
Well, you were here. That's only 5. So you move at an angle instead of like doing an L.
Oh, I thought you had to do that.
No. You can
Oh,
move
it's
at an
just
angle.
through doorways. You can't angle doorways.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so 5.
Yep. And you can move a total of I think 25. Yeah. That's 10.
We gotta protect Zippy.
That's 15.
Yeah.
Can we still close the door?
Not until it's your turn.
No, but I mean the door can still be closed.
Oh yeah. You can still close the door. All
Wait
right.
a minute now. I'm going to go. Wait, hold on. I'm going here because
All right. You didn't want to
I just.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. I'm going to wait. Because I don't want to. I think I would have to. I don't have line of sight through Karen, right?
Can you
What do you-
heal Karen though?
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to heal or hit?
Yeah, well, I could. I have 1 left. 1.
So you
So-
could hit in the position you were in initially. You can
Yeah,
heal.
no.
You can heal from where you are. You have, if you want to use a ranged weapon, you have line of sight. However, if you fumble, you will roll damage on Karen. So, but
Right,
that's only if
okay.
you fumble, because it's shooting across someone, but it's not through someone. So I give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm gonna cure wounds, I hope.
On self. No.
I'm Karen. Okay.
Nice.
And you can see how many hit points these guys are working with. The fact that you gave Karen back 8 hit points and it didn't change the status from moderate tells you like they're working with
It's
a good
fine,
bucket of hit points. Yeah. Oh no, it was worth it.
this thing is huge. So
All right, let's roll initiative, and I think that we will. Unless you guys want to try and dispatch that last thing, it's up to you.
I gotta make sure I do my spell. Hold on. And it didn't take my potion of healing away, by the way.
just let me take that and give you one less potion of healing. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, good job. Little Zippy's up there. Shut the door before the Grick.
I roll for shit.
All right, so I took one of your healings away.
Thank you. I mean, okay.
You notice you also have a potion of invisibility. You might need that someday.
I know, but not yet.
You could burn it up for fun.
No.
Noodle disappears.
For a really good prank.
And then pantses Karen. But that action then, dispels the invisibility. All right, so everyone rolled, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we're at the top. It's Karen. Let me stack up Zippy and Fabia. Oh, they already are stacked up. That's convenient. All right, your choice. Your choice. Do you want to finish the last guy and shut the door, or do you want to?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, do we just want to do one swing? All right.
Go, Karen. Don't miss.
Well, you're still raging, right? So.
Yes. Yes.
And you have a higher armor rating now.
Yeah, I have frenzy, so I guess I'm still swinging twice.
Arya.
Yes.
Okay, got a hit.
Finally.
Is it going to count?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a tough one.
Little Zippy's got to close the door.
Yeah.
No, for sure. That's what's gonna happen. That's the plan.
Damn it. Is Zippy closing the door?
Closing the door.
Door is closed, and you hear like bang, 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 bang. And it's a nice.
We should stack bodies outside of the door.
Yeah, it's a nice solid door. You guys think that it'll probably last, at least this battle, but
2 weeks.
may want to reinforce it if if you decide to take a short rest or a long rest or something else, because
I think we need to do a rest.
It knows you're there.
Yes.
Skylar, you also know that there's more than one way out of that room, just so you know.
That's what I was thinking. Flank him.
All right, Nick Maylock.
All right.
Should we close the other door?
You guys should get down in this room and we can barricade that door.
I can go close this door over here because I have no offensive spells without getting right up next to it.
He should be pretty easy to kill, although if you get up next to him and miss, I guess that's a bad thing.
Yeah. So, do we want me to close this door over here, up at the top? Is that room connected? Do we know that?
We can't
Skylar,
see your cursor.
The big room to our
where the altar is, I think he's talking about.
Yeah.
So Skylar knows that if the Grick is coming through this door and he saw the Grick in that room, he'd already told you guys that there's a curtain between the altar room and that larger room where the Grick is, and then there's that doorway that leads into the altar room. The doorway to the altar room is open. The doorway to the south part of the storeroom is open. The doors are all open because no one's closed them, other than the door that you guys just slammed shut.
So it couldn't hurt to close it just to cut it off, because I can't really attack them.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll head over there.
All right. Is your plan to head there, open the door, and then head back? So you got 10 feet there. All right.
Close it,
And
and then yeah.
all right. So then you move back. Okay. So let me move you back then, and then I will
Yeah.
close the door.
You got it.
The door is
All right,
closed.
and then I'll pass because I don't have any other spells.
All right. Yeah, because that was your action. All right, Mr. Bing. Bada bing.
I don't think I can really do anything.
You could move right next to him. Be a hero.
That would be great, but no. Yeah, I'm just actually I can't do anything. I can't cast any spells. I'm out. So I'm just gonna step back. Give
All right.
people some breathing room.
Are you just stepping back for some ready and being ready, or are you just stepping back?
Yeah, just in case. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what I'd be ready for. I am gonna turn
There's
around
still
and look
that one little
outside.
goblin that's outside.
Yeah, I'll be ready with my crossbow.
Damn it. I was hoping you guys forgot about that goblin because he was going to
Nope.
sneak up on Mr. Bing.
I'm sure he was.
So I'm ready.
All right,
I'm
you're
what
ready.
may.
You're ready for anything that steps around the corner the way you're facing. Got it. All right.
Yep.
Cool. Then that means the next turn is
Sorry.
and because I said what I was going to do, he wouldn't know that you were moved there. So 15. And then he's being sneaky. And you see sort of pop around the corner, Mr. Goblin. Because that if you guys remember correctly, he's been sneaking back and forth, checking things out. So this is within character.
Ah.
So Bing, he looks 6 kinds of terrified. He was not expecting to see someone as he popped around that corner. No one had been there the other times that he's popped around the corner.
Yes.
So there you are. So you now have an opportunity.
I was gonna say, guess who's ready? All right.
Yes.
Let's do that. All right. So target.
I don't think you can target him when it's not your actual turn. I think you just drag it onto him.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
What happened?
It says I tried it and it said unloaded.
Do you have ammo?
Yep, I've got 18.
Is it? Hold on, let me look at your actions. You have 18. Is it? It says not. So let me hit load. Now it's loaded. I'll give you that one. It's confusing.
Okay.
There used to be dots. I don't know where the dots went.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
You suffer from an effect from the short-term madness table. All right, let's take a look.
Oh no.
Opening up tables,
Oh Jesus.
and I have
That
to
is
type
not a
in
lucky number.
madness. All right.
Luckily, I'm all out of spells, so I can't
That is
cause too much
true.
mischief.
All right, so let's roll it. All right, so your madness until how long does it last? All right, let me look at that. All right, so until the end of combat, everyone looks identical to you.
Oh my gosh.
You all look so good.
Like an army of, and it's an army of clones, so everyone looks like a bad guy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say everybody. You said everybody looks like you, so
Ah.
I'd be like, hey, good looking.
Oh yeah. It's an army of clones. No, it's just an army. It's like stormtroopers, right? Like it's just a bunch of dudes. Till the end of combat.
Okay, guys, I think there's an army of clones going on here, or something weird.
Yeah. So to be fair, you're now surrounded by goblins. like you don't know where your friends went. Like you're just
Yeah.
surrounded by goblins. And we'll decide if that makes you frightened later.
I would probably run.
Yeah, for sure.
So have you moved for your turn? Oh, this
I
not
have
your turn.
not.
Yes, not your turn.
I was readied, so
Yeah.
probably I don't get to move yet.
No, yeah. On your turn, you can sprinting is twice your movement speed,
Sweet.
but that's your action too if you want to do that. All right, Goblin confrontational stroll. It is now his turn. Pulls up a short bow. Mr. Bing. And nothing.
Yes.
Nothing at all happens. And for his bonus action, he's going to hide. Blink plunk. So he hides. You see him just disappear. All right. And that ends his turn. Skylar. Bring us home, pal.
Oh my god. Seriously.
I don't normally want to see my bad guys defeated, but I feel like
Jesus, I know.
I feel like this has just been strung out.
Yes.
Although it does delight me that Mr. Bing is mad, because I've known this for many years. Oh,
Not dead?
Jesus.
not yet. Yeah, you did 5. I mean, he's hurting you guys. Like this guy is hurting pretty bad.
Well, then die already.
Hey, Noodle, kill him.
So you guys hear like something sort of clawing at the door, and then it goes silent.
Mm-mm.
That's a bad sign.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't know why it went silent. And you start hearing Nick, you start hearing that door to your east. You hear something sort of banging and clawing at it.
Okay.
So force action. I'm gonna roll a 20, and it does not break through the door. Next. This brings us to Noodle.
Okay.
What you gonna do? You
I
gonna
think
heal?
I got something to heal. What?
I'm
I
joking. with you.
can't. Shh. Spiritual weapon. It's a level 2, so I can cast this spell, right?
Yep. And
All
spiritual
right.
weapon is
It's a
lasts for 1 minute.
60 feet, so I can stay where I am, right? It can float above you
Uh-huh.
and hit him, I hope.
So yeah, so
Right?
basically
And it
you get
says there's a bonus.
yeah. So if it hits, you get a bonus action. So if you hit, you get to hit again.
Right. I can choose to hit that or something else, but there's nothing else to hit. So
You always hit
that's what
Karen.
I'm going to try.
All right.
That's what I'm going to try. So anyway, where's my,
So roll the little dice first.
yeah. Spiritual weapon. Okay. Oh, do I have to target the guy? I didn't.
Yeah, you have to target the guy. So roll it onto the guy itself,
Yeah.
or you targeting. You either have to target and click, or you have to drag it onto the guy.
I'm dragging it over. So it takes the shape of an old lady's handbag. It's gonna slap him.
That's my purse. And you connect. So you guys see this handbag appear out of nowhere, and thwack this hobgoblin right into the head. And now drag the lightning bolt onto the character. And let's see how much damage this purse does.
Yay!
Yeah, just lays out this goblin, and you guys find yourself silent. All you hear is this sort of scratching and clawing from the north.
Yes.
That's kind of a cool little weapon.
It is. And irony is, let's roll for initiative because that's the end of this round, and we can pick up from here. So it's a nice, neat way to end.
It just took like 5 rounds to do it.
I know, right?
Holy cow. I think we've been in this entryway since like May or April.
But I feel like we should take the bodies that Tom made go away and put them in front of the doors.
Yes.
Yeah, so let me give you a quick lay of the land. Okay, everyone rolled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Notice how small. Whoops. Notice how small the combat tracker suddenly is with less stuff on it. All right.
Yeah.
So so there's 2 things going on. Up in that northern storeroom, you hear something clawing at that door. Looking around, you see there's plenty of debris. There's rocks
Beds
down to the
and
south.
bodies.
There's
Yeah.
bodies. There's beds. There's boards in the doorway. Although every time you guys make a move, Bing backs away, like super confused. You're out of combat, or you're still in combat. So no, you're still mad. Okay, I'm trying to figure out like when does your madness go away? So there's plenty of stuff to reinforce the doors. If you guys want, depending on what you want to do, this could be just a like tell me what it is, and I can make it happen.
Could we reinforce the doors and then take like a rest and everybody gets some spells and health back?
That's what I would do. That's what I'm voting.
Is that what you guys want
Can
to do?
we?
If that's like barricading the doors and then barricading ourselves in one of those rooms.
Yeah. One of the little,
The sleeping rooms or whatever.
maybe Bing needs to be by himself. in one.
I would probably run.
Yeah, so that was my whole thing. Is I was going to tell Bing to run like 60 feet in a direction and like maybe hide in the trees that you guys were in initially or something. If that works for Mr. Bing, is that fair?
Yep.
All right, so we'll
So
move
he
you
did
here.
communicate with us, right?
He didn't
For real.
No, he didn't. He just ran because you guys were just a bunch of goblins suddenly.
Yeah.
He's went mad
And
until you're out of combat.
Yeah.
And then, which doors did you want to barricade?
Where Lil Zippy is.
All right, so this will represent your barricade.
And then the one that Morgan shut, right? Those were the 2.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta made that rock is way too big.
And then do we want to just hover in one of these little curvy rooms and heal?
That's what I was thinking.
All right, hold on, I gotta fix my.
Didn't we put all the
nonsense.
dead bodies in the southern one or the lower one?
Yes. We have
Yes.
a lot of bodies around to use as
There's
barricades.
tons.
Yeah, I don't. To be fair, I don't think that a dead body is going to provide much in the way of like blocking a door. And you said the other one is for this other door up here.
Yeah.
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 But it could present obstacles.
All right, so you've got 2 boulders blocking those doors. You guys are safe from anything that could come through those 2 doors.
The other thing too is like 2 over. Does anyone not need to have a long rest? Because then they can be on watch, right?
Yes. Like
And
Favia doesn't have anything and she's an elf, so she doesn't really have sleep.
yeah, and to be fair, you guys, so now that you've blocked those doors,
Mm.
I don't think. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't think that like you're now out of combat. That Grick is locked in there. I mean, you can't get in there until you decide what to do with him, right? And unblock him. But you're out of combat, which means that Bing, you suddenly are like, why the hell am I up in a tree? There's like nothing. The last 15 minutes doesn't make a lot of sense to you. And there you go.
Cool.
So,
do we go in this where we're going to rest?
yeah, so where are you guys going to rest? Let's get you guys there, and then we're going to end.
Where all the other dead bodies are not. So I think it's the northern.
So is it up where the Hobgoblin barracks, where that crate was? Is that the idea?
I think so, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so no one, I'll move you all in there. You don't need to
Okay.
to do anything. Don't bother dragging yourself. I'm just going to stack you up in that room. And then next game, we will do the long rest, because a long rest doesn't mean that nothing ever happens. A long rest means that like something could pop in. I
We
just have to
just
roll
take
the
our
dice.
time, yeah.
Yeah. So I can't just long rest you, then we end the game. We need a long rest in case something happens.
Of
Karen
course.
actually gets a bed, and then you guys hear Bing coming around the corner. Like, man, you guys won't believe what I saw.
Yes.
There are so many goblins. Is it safe to assume that you guys are now locking this door?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you're as snug as a bug in the rug.
We really are.
Yeah. All right. So then when we start next time, you guys have dispatched all of the goblins and hobgoblins you're aware of. You've taken refuge in this barracks area, which is fairly well protected, and actually has the bonus of an arrow slot if anything happens to come your way. You'll need to do a long rest. Like someone's going to need to watch guard in shifts of 4 hours, right? And go from there. And then when we play again, you've got that Grick on the other side of the boulders. Or alternately, you guys could explore getting to the other side of the castle some other way. So you don't know if that goes through, if you need to get the Grick or not, because you guys haven't gotten in far enough to know if there's like doors on the other side. All right.
In the entrance. Yeah.
On that note, until the next time on the Elegant Adventure Sagas, I will see you all later.
Thanks, Thomas.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you
Thanks,
guys.
y'all. Thanks for the game.